I will try and persuade you all to sign my petition, which is to modify the New York City speed limit law of 25 miles per hour. How many of you have seen a car accident within this year? If you can, raise your hands. Well, I thought that's really shocking because I thought there would be a lot more of you. I was driving about 2 years on my permit basically, and I got a license the day the new law was passed, which was on November 7, 2014, where we have to drive at 25 miles per hour in all of the 5 boroughs. According to my survey, which I conducted on December 3rd, 2014, only 25% of you drive on a daily basis, 60% of you drive rarely, and 15% of you don't drive at all. Therefore, my speech does include every single one of you, whether you drive or don't drive, because if you're a pedestrian, you're at risk of getting hit by a car if it's speeding or if there's a dangerous driver behind the wheel. Approximately 4,000 New Yorkers are seriously injured and more than 250 are killed each year in traffic crashes. Being struck by a vehicle is the leading cause of injury-related death for children under 14 and the second leading cause for seniors, quoted from Vision Zero Committee. Today I hope that you will sign the petition and help us create a safer community as well as having a better drive, not only the speed limit but also adding on to it so we're enforcing the law. First, I will talk about how our old speed limit, which was 30 miles per hour, was actually not safe and how many accidents revolved around crazy drivers. Second, I will talk about how this problem could be solved by signing this petition to help catching these crazy drivers. And lastly, how the petition will help decrease the number of accidents on our busy New York City streets, as well as making a safer environment. First, I will discuss the need for change. Let's take a look at how many accidents occurred due to drivers going over the speed limit at traffic areas. This is pulled up from Department of Transportation website, and Brad Aaron was the one who spoke about this on March 18, 2012. This chart basically shows the more circles there are, like this area and over there, there's more crashes. From 2000 to 2012, there was a 64% increase in car crashes in New York City, and 31% of them were a hit-and-run situation. In my survey, 85% of you agreed that we should indeed modify this law by adding speed bumps, speed meters, and cameras to decrease the traffic, as well as decrease the number of accidents that occur. The new 25 mile per hour law was passed on November 7, 2014, and as Mayor Bill de Blasio spoke, families and children will be safer because of what we're doing here today. Lowering the speed limit will save lives. This is a major step towards achieving Vision Zero, and it depends on every New Yorker taking personal responsibility and putting the lives of their neighbors first. And he said this on October 17, 2014 in a press conference. Now that we've seen how serious of an issue driving at a speed or dangerously is, let's take a look at the plan. Many of you wonder, how can we decrease the number of accidents that happen yearly, because people still speed over our speed limit, whether it's 25 or 30. Although there was, from my research, I've seen that there was 2 times less of risk of pedestrians getting hit by just lowering 5 miles per hour. And this was also from the press conference. First, my plan is to enforce the 25 mile per hour law. And secondly, to add more things to it, such as Department of Transportation is already doing so by adding speed bumps, speed meters, by areas with children. I think around 400 schools and crosswalks were fixed, as well as putting bumps onto the areas with public schools, middle schools, and some high schools. And what the Department of Transportation said was, the term traffic calming is applied to design interventions that make streets safer by reducing opportunities for illegal speeding and aggressive driving. By having more speed bumps around school areas as well as where seniors are, the drivers who like to speed, when you have a speed bump, you can't, if you have a higher speed and you don't stop at them, it's gonna mess up the underneath of the car because you're bumping into it. That's why you're supposed to slow down or stop and let your car roll over and then speed up slowly. So it actually helps, like, the people are forced to actually slow down at speed bumps. And speed meters and speed cameras are going to catch every fast driver and give them tickets, which many of you actually said it should be a higher price for tickets. Additional to the speed bumps, I wanted to talk about what Sheldon Silver spoke, who was an assembly speaker at the St. Paul's conference. We must make our streets safer for pedestrians and reduce the tragic loss of life that is too often the result of dangerous driving. That is my main goal today. Since we know how the plan is going to modify the law, let's move on to the practicality of this plan. This modified law will first help decrease the number of traffic, 2, help decrease the number of accidents we have in New York City, and 3, most importantly, our human safety. We're not only going to save lives, we're also going to save costs. I know that speed bumps, speed meters, and speeding cameras will have to come out of our taxes or some other foundations and funds, but wouldn't you rather spend a little bit more money on speed bumps rather than getting a new car or fixing a car or feeling guilty for causing someone's death when driving? Therefore, I'm going to ask you to sign a petition to modify this law after I finish my speech. Today I spoke about the importance to get our speed limit to 25 miles per hour and enforce it, and also to have add-ons such as speed meters, speed bumps, and more cameras. There are other ways of also helping our traffic, which is by adding more policemen and also having farther away stop sign for areas which have more car crashes. This Vision Zero action plan is the city's foundation for ending traffic deaths and injuries on our streets, stated on their official website. Therefore, we can decrease the number of accidents and traffic, as well as increase our safety in New York City streets by simply signing this petition. Thank you.
Thank you.